7 o'clock. Fredericton Police Chief Barry MacKnight is taking early retirement. MacKnight announced yesterday he had been planning to retire in 2013, but he's going to take early retirement effective July 1st of this year. MacKnight has been on the Fredericton Police Force for 24 years, and he's served as chief for the past 7. Now, this spring, as you know, the force came under some scrutiny following the arrest of local blogger Charles LeBlanc. LeBlanc was arrested for criminal libel based on allegations from a Fredericton police officer. But MacKnight says that had nothing to do with his decision to retire now. He spoke to reporters at a news conference yesterday afternoon.
I've been planning for my retirement probably for about a year now, and my earliest retirement date was is in January of 2013. But there's a clause in my contract that allows for me to go early with mutual agreement between the city and I, and it was an opportunity that came up, and I talked to the city administrator and the mayor, and we came to an agreement, and simple as that. Just a good retirement story from where I'm sitting.
How long have you been with as chief?
Since July of 2005.
And what have those 7 years been like for you?
Great. It's been the people that I've been able to work with here with the Fredericton Police Force and the City of Fredericton. It's been an amazing experience. It's been a great experience just to be a police officer here, but to be chief for 7 years was a real honor. I got to work on all kinds of really interesting issues in this community and provincially and nationally with the chiefs associations. Just a real honor to work in public safety with all of those people, right? And in particular here, working with the city, it's been really good.
It's a tough job being chief, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of tough jobs in policing, I would first of all say that our line officers probably do the hardest work that anybody does. But it's so yeah, this job is hard. It's a different kind of hard. The officers that are working the street, they're the ones who really have the hardest job, and it's a different kind of hard. So I've had no complaints about the job that I've got.
Well, these past few months have been a little bit more difficult. The police have been in the limelight a lot. Does this have anything to do with, or is it related at all to the Charles LeBlanc situation?
I can't be any clearer about this. The past few months have been no harder than any few months I've ever been in this job. So that speaks a little bit to, this is a hard job, and sometimes the media is engaged in the issues that we're dealing with, and sometimes they're not. There's all kinds of stuff that we're dealing with nationally, provincially, and locally. The crime that we're investigating, the serious crime, there's all kinds of issues that are really hard for our people that they deal with on a day-to-day basis. And the issue that you're referring to for the last few months, it's an important issue, but we deal with important issues here every single day, and hard issues and difficult decisions all the time. And that's what this job is all about. That's what police officers do every day, is they make very difficult decisions based on good faith and the information that they have at the time, right? So the past few months have been, quite frankly, no different than any other few months. There's very regularly controversy in policing. That's part of the job, and we manage that the same as we manage everything else.
What are your plans for, retirement?
Well, I've got a lot of options to weigh, and so I'm going to take some time. I'm going to take some time off this summer. More time than I've taken off any other summer lately, hopefully, and I'll consider my options over the summer and decide where I'm going to head. Why go earlier? Just the time is right. It works for me. I mean, I've discussed this with my family, right? The people who should be involved in those sorts of discussions, and when it comes to retirement, I think generally speaking, there would be a lot of people that say sometimes earlier is better than later. And so, there's no secret formula to that. If you feel like retiring, would you rather go today or would you rather go in 6 months? My answer to that is I'd rather go now if the timing works out for everyone. So it's the right time.
And is this retirement from the police force or retirement in general?
Oh, just from policing. I'm only 49 years old. I've got a daughter in university and a son in university soon, and so I've got to keep working.
That's Chief Barry MacKnight speaking with reporters in Fredericton yesterday. We asked the police chief for an interview this morning, but our request was declined. We'll keep trying in the hopes that we get a chance to speak with him before he retires on July the 1st. MacKnight says the force will determine who will serve as interim police chief in the next few days. 23 minutes after 7 o'clock, 18 degrees in Fredericton right now.